Ladies and gentlemen, I am Melvin Banks.
And this is Ito.
And we are the Carbonation Conversation, reviewing Halo Episode 7.
Inheritance.
And before we get into that, as always, Happy New Beer. And as always, if you like what you're hearing, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell, comment, send us pictures of your Happy New Beers. That actually would be pretty cool, right?
Right, yeah.
Hey, picture Happy New Beer. Let's see what you're drinking, as long as you're doing it at home.
Exactly. Well, if you're doing it out, as long as you're not driving.
Exactly.
Right?
Now, you can drink. Well, don't drink in the car. Don't drink in the car.
No, hell no. Don't drink in the car.
Yeah. You get your friend in trouble. Happy New Beer.
Happy New Beer. We're drinking some Japan's Sapporo.
This is one of my favorite beers, man. And you actually introduced me to this beer, so I appreciate the drop. You know, we need to get some Land Shark in here. When was the last time you had
Land Shark? Ew.
You don't like that now?
Nah, I can't do it no more.
You can't do it anymore?
I can't do it no more.
Wow.
That's back in the day shit. I can't do High Life no more.
Okay, man. I had some High Life in the fridge.
Nah, if it's there,
the banquet of
but
beers.
I'm not gonna buy it.
I got you. No, it's the champagne.
The champagne of beers.
My bad.
Right.
My bad. Okay,
the banquet of beers, really.
I got a little mini rant.
You got a mini rant before we talk about it?
Before we even start, bro.
Is it about your girl Quan or what?
Oh, this is gonna be my girl Quan. All right. So I already had semi-apologized because she is a kid, so her family gets slaughtered, yada yada yada. But Halo, you gave me a full fucking Quan episode.
Yep.
With a little bit of Sir Sprinkle, which I loved, by the way. I fucking loved him in this episode.
Of course.
My God.
At least it was an entertaining episode.
Yeah, but
it was more entertaining any other time we had in contact with her.
Yeah. You remember Manny Ramirez from the Red Sox when they say Manny being Manny when he used to do that dumbass shit? My first notes as we begin on episode 7, I had Madrigal 2 years ago, Quan being Quan. Bro, like, you ain't changed. Like, come on. And we do get some clarification of why she is pissed and why she is so upset. But it begins with the dinner.
Yeah,
like,
the dinner.
Getting along.
Quan showing like some magic trick or some trick to a kid, basically burning some deuterium
which was
on
really
a rock.
Cool, by the way, that was cool.
Making it look like the rock was burning and stuff like that. And then the old man from the first episode when they're like the bar or whatever the hell that was, I guess they called Professor, introduced Ruben, which was the young guy from the first episode.
And you see Quan's at least aunt or maybe grandma. He's like, hey. Sit right there. Sit right next to mine. Sit right next to Quan.
Sit right there.
Quan don't want nothing to do with it. Her little brother or friend is like, hey, can you show me the trick? Not now. Right. She is pissed right now.
Right. Then Jin's general discusses recent UNSC activity.
Did you catch any of that? I'm just curious.
Nah,
I'm
not
just
right
curious.
now that I can think of.
Okay. I thought your ass be sometimes you get into the detail of the background, so I was just like, I was just curious. But yeah, and Quan starts questioning this new young recruit, and she asks him, what will you do when you win the war? When we win the war? Right. Will you go back to, basically, it seems like doing the same shit that you were doing before? And, he's kind of cheesy. He's sitting down in front of the leader, which is her father.
Right. And her father's constantly, Quan.
Yeah, he's being, being really respectful, and the end is like, he's cute, so we already see the setup here potentially, and he's just like, I don't know, I guess, and she's like, so nothing changes, and she goes off.
So, yeah, he basically brings out her feelings towards the war. You know what I mean?
And the dad is, like you said, the dad's like, Quan. And what she mentions is, my mom died for this war. So I am assuming she is blaming the dad because the mom fought in the war. she died in it, and she thinks that the war is pointless
or whatever.
You know,
especially since she lost her mother.
Yeah, you know, at the beginning of the first episode, she did seem like a hippie. Now it all makes sense. You know, she had the fucking drugs, and she was just like, well, this technically.
I know, right?
Now you can, maybe Quan was like love and peace and hippie-ish, and then all this shit happened, and she got a dose.
Well, maybe I feel like maybe it was just a death of the mother. Kind of turned her to the other side.
Yeah, I would.
You know what I mean?
Man, and it's so fucked up because kids always blame parents like that. But I always tell my son when he be like, "That's my mommy," I be like, "Bitch, I know her before you." The fuck you think? My 4-year-old son. I'd be like, "Motherfucker, if you don't
maybe
go."
that's what she like feels the father. Like, why are you still going after this war when it killed our mothers?
That's probably
like,
why he's continuing the fucking war.
At the same time, she's just like, she doesn't see the reason because she doesn't know the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So we got present day.
Nowadays, she's driving deeper into the desert,
into the storm,
basically looking for those mystics.
Yep, sees them, stops. So that's because I'm just like,
something,
hey.
right?
I was like, hey, how can you see anything?
Right.
I would have hit them.
Yeah,
up.
she drives right into a sandstorm. Like, what the hell?
Like, I would have hit them up. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be here. My whole family wiped out. I thought they killed like 3 of them.
She ends up getting blindsided.
Yep, knocked the fuck out.
And then that's when the credits roll.
Yes. And how do you want to do this? Because I did just write Quan's story, but I will follow your guide.
We're back to
Quan?
No.
Oh, you want to do? Okay. So I'm going to follow you on that. Go ahead.
So after the credits,
any Soren story,
this is where it starts off, right? This is after the credits. We see that Soren is back on the rubble.
Yes.
After being left behind by Quan and stuff.
And he's telling
the story of how his shit went down.
Yeah.
Story. Quotations I'm throwing in my fingers.
Yeah, he's like, some doves or some shit flew in the propeller, and and his boy, Squirrel, he doesn't even want to be.
Yeah, he doesn't like, he ain't happy. Yeah, he's like,
this ain't my people, and his girl is like, they are your people. What the fuck are you talking about? Go get some drinks, have some fun.
Then Soren continues his story talking about how he was chased by broadsword fighters and shit. Like this fucking guy.
I love it. I love fucking Soren. He's gonna be my shout out today. I'm just like.
So the old girl's encouraging Squirrel to confront Soren and say he's losing his touch.
See, that's some woman.
Yep.
Will get your ass fucked up. Because as soon as he's like, well, some people, soon as you say that shit, some people are talking. Bitch, who? Like, point them out.
Let me know.
Who? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who, bitch? Like, and he's just like, and basically what Squirrel says is, A, you didn't tell us about the girl, nor did you collect the bounty. We could have basically sold Quan for whatever the money is. I don't know if just the money is, what did you call it? Ethereum or not Ethereum? Wow, sorry.
Oh, the Deuterium?
Crypto, yeah. It was close. Say it again for me.
Deuterium?
Deuterium. I don't know if Deuterium is just our only currency, but basically he's like, bro, we could have split this. We could have split that warrant money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even do that. Some motherfucker say you lost your touch. And Warren goes up there. He's like, oh, really? Oh, so the squirrel is finally gathering his nuts, huh? He goes up and he's like, you tell me. And I wish I was that swole and intimidated because motherfuckers from Jason Ix is a scary-ass dude. I was almost about to say scary-ass. You know what I was about to say, but I stopped. Anyways, he's like, well, you tell me, squirrel, have I lost a step? And then his girl, who hyped him up, backs him down.
Of course.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. Come back. And Sora's wife is like, you ain't have to do him like that. You ain't have to do him like that. I love that shit. But okay, so we're back.
So I'm back on Madrigal, and Quan wakes up and sees the mystics. A woman with all white hair, I guess, is the leader.
Yeah.
Introduces up as Desiderata. Desiderata.
I'm appreciative. Happy New Beer. That A, you were pronouncing that, and B, you wrote it down because I didn't. I just called her the head mystic.
Yeah, Desiderata, and which is a Latin phrase meaning things desired.
Okay. All right.
Also, a poem by Limax Ermac, which encourages readers to find happiness in one's own life and accomplishments.
And And so basically, you know, they take the chain off her arm, and she's saying, "Hey, my father came to see you. I want to know what you told him." And she basically says
that Jen didn't start the quest. He was just the most recent which is the family last name, to take it up.
Because you know, Quan was coming over there. I need to know. He's like, "Bitch, it didn't start with you." That's what she tells him. I'm like, "Good, treat this little girl at this point, because Quan is just killing me sometimes." And basically, Quan literally says, "I'm all that's left," and the head mystic, I'm not gonna say the name, the head mystic says that you are blind with rage, and that's what Quan has been this entire fucking series.
Annoyingly
that is
blind
what's
with
been
rage.
making her annoying,
and I think that was supposed to be the point.
Yeah, but at least
it was annoying.
I would say Arya wasn't this annoying, but like I said about the Game of Thrones, he was so many of them, because Sansa so was. After that family, I was like, "Shut the fuck up,
Sansa would piss you off."
Oh my god. So I guess I get it because it's just her. I'm gonna give her a
So then we go to see that the villain, Venture.
It's so funny because I wrote it Vishner. Is it Venture? It's a Venture, right?
It's Venture.
I know it was an F in there, but I didn't put the F.
It's V.
I know it was a V and a fucking F in the middle.
I thought it was like Venture.
I'm not not.
Anyway, he gathers his forces and prepares an all-out assault on Quan.
Go ahead.
He gathers his forces and prepares an all-out assault on Quan once she's found, of course.
Yeah.
He begins quoting John Milton's Paradise Lost concerning Satan's banishment to hell.
Did you write that shit down?
No, I don't think I wrote it.
Oh, okay, because the way he was talking, I was man, I wish I could speak like that on a daily basis, like that Hannibal Lecter shit. Like, he just talks like that.
Yeah.
It just pops up, and then the driver, he's like, "Well, better to rule in hell."
Exactly, I was about to say that.
He's like,
"It's better to rule in hell."
I have to do better than that. Venture ass.
Touche. We go back to the rubble. The squirrel's walking around greeting people. Gets in one of those transport carts or whatever. Before the door closes, Soren puts his hand in.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
Like the Terminator.
Right.
And shit.
But I guess to a surprise, Soren actually wants in on a job that he's been preparing for.
Yeah, and Squirrel says, "We're trying to hijack because we found out that there's only one officer on this cargo ship. The components to do the slip space." I'm just dumb. I think I'm dumbing it down. I don't know what word he said, but that's what it is. It's whatever component allows you to do slip space. They're basically cargo ship is full of them, and they will never be caught. Which is true. Like, if you got a whole fucking 18 cases of that shit, man, you ain't said nothing but a word. We just need to rob your ass first. Rob it. Slip space. Ito. Roger that. Boom. Like, we be gone. And so he agrees. Soren is like, "Okay, let's get it." And then it goes back, right?
Then it goes back to Madrigal. And that's cool. I like how this comes back. Like, there's a sky view of like the camp and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then it goes down and goes into the tent. I just like how it goes. I don't know. I felt like there was maybe some Easter eggs there, possibly, but nothing I wrote down.
All right, good shit.
But it was pretty cool. But in the tent, Desirade says Madrigal was a barren place when founded, and one of Quan's ancestors went out to the desert to find water, dug a well, and discovered deuterium.
Yes. And deuterium is not only the highest currency, but it also fuels the ships, right?
Yeah.
It's basically, I would assume, like their oil.
Something like that,
Some along the lines of that. And it's funny because the portal we're going to get to later, because it's so interesting. I mean, obviously, 1 + 1 = 2. You would think the portal is to Halo, right?
Man, that was kind of, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking that, yeah.
Or, bro, if you go through that portal and you go to the Covenant's land, I'd be so mad. Could you imagine
calm
the
down.
first
They ain't even
person
mentioned the
that
portal
doing
yet. Calm
that?
down.
Oh, I'm just saying.
You jumping ahead.
I thought you said the portal.
Nope, I did not.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, I mean, listen, at least it's not like the last couple episodes.
I just
of
said
that
he
other show
dug the well and discovered the Tyrium.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
I thought you said discover the portal. My
I
bad.
said
Go
the
ahead.
Tyrium. And then you just started talking about the
Yeah,
Tyrium.
okay, well, my bad.
I'm gonna call you out every time, Melvin.
Do okay, well, it's Happy New Beer. I'm not gonna take a shot. I'll just take a Happy New Beer.
You don't get a shot to that. Then it was funny because Desiree, she had fire in her hand.
Yes.
Turned it into water
That was
and
cool.
put it in like a cup for Quan to drink.
And Quan asked, I am not afraid. And the only thing I wrote down to that was like the fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that blind braveness can get you into some trouble, which we actually see in her vision. You know what I'm saying? So after I'm not afraid, she drinks it.
She drinks it.
Goes into a hallucinogenic, spiritual, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, basically.
She basically wakes up on the Condor from episode 1. Sees Master Chief and all that.
Wondering what the fuck is going on.
Right. She follows a voiceless Master Chief. She's constantly trying to get him, hey, and talk to him. And the Chief takes her to the Mystics tent.
And once they're in the Mystic tent, she meets the African American fellow who basically told John that he was the Blessed One, and basically,
oh yeah, the one that was captured by the his name was Wrath.
Yeah. And basically he is telling her that it is about to go down.
Yes,
and he gives her a chain, and he is like, "Are you ready?" And she looks at who she is facing, and she is facing
Master Chief.
And I'll give her some credit. She definitely tries. He decks her ass in the face, dead. That just goes to show how, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure he's like Master Chief strong, but decks her dead. And then we realize, boom, she's woken back up, and he's just like, Wraith is, you said Wraith, right? Wrath. It's just like, hey, you want to last a little longer next time?
Right.
He gives her a knife. And then she's going, and she's just trying to cut him out. I don't know what you were thinking.
Right, exactly.
With that.
So this is basically, like you said, meant to show that her rage would not help her.
Yes. And
only by taking his hand in her vision, it allowed her to continue.
Exactly. Because at the point, she dies so many times. And she breaks down. She says, like, what do you want from me? What do you want? And it's not that they want anything, Quan. Like, Quan, let Brother Melvin talk to you for a second. Just like Ito said, I think you said this 2 or 3 episodes ago, she needs to realize that the people around her want to help her. When you mentioned Soren, I think it was 2 episodes ago.
It was the only reason why she survived is because of John and Soren.
Yeah.
Her rage would have gotten her killed in episode fucking 1.
Yeah, and you need to recognize people who are in your corner.
And that's why she probably should have got her ass whooped at least once to show her, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Calm the fuck down.
You think she was feeling those deaths? I hope she was feeling
I hope so.
like
I hope so.
Yeah, and
that was her punishment.
Yes, exactly, right? And so as John extends his hand when she asks him, like, what do you want from me? And that hand extension should say it all, Quan. It's like, I just want to help. And John takes her to the most Black Pantherish shit on the astral plane, because it was all her ancestors.
Yeah, of course. It was like they take her to the well that her ancestor dug.
Yes.
She sees a man talking to what looks like a monitor or something like that. He turns to Quan and says, "The Spartan will return to Madrigal soon."
Yeah. You will see him again. Don't worry.
Right.
I love that.
As she walks towards him, he changes into each guardian. Well, as he walks towards her, he changes into each guardian of the well until Jin is in front of her father.
You know what, my dumb ass, I thought it was just all the people that Venture killed that she knew.
Those are the ancestors.
Those are the ancestors who were protecting the well.
They were before the father. Everybody before the father.
Happy fucking New Year. Good shit. Go ahead. I'm so loving this.
After their brief reunion and hugging and all that stuff, He explains that they've been guarding a portal powered by deuterium. The secrets of the portal will not be revealed until the place is safe. Praises Kwan's strength, labels her protector, and tells her to go back to where it all began.
Like, Kwan, you still a fool, but you brave.
Yes.
You a brave fool. You know what I'm saying? Now, hopefully we can scrap that fool as we get later
that whole experience where she died so many times or whatever, she felt that shit, like you said, that it made her stop thinking.
And I do want to mention one of the things that her dad said, because he mentioned the art of war. I wrote this.
I remember that too.
Yeah, he was like, because she was like, all my people are dead. How am I going to defeat Venture or Venture, whatever the fuck his name is? And he was like, don't fight your enemy on your terms, on their terms. Fight them on yours. That is a really art of war strategy. Like, know when to lose. If you're surrounded by a group of motherfuckers, just take the L. But next time, perhaps fight individually or all of them on your turf, or something that you can understand and recognize. And he does tell her how brave, like, hey, look, you came this far as a child. And I do want to give her props, but goddamn, Kwan, you were so annoying. I hope we made a breakthrough, Ito, right? Can we make a step forward?
We'll see.
Okay. I mean, obviously, you know.
I know.
We you know, let's see. But as we go, and are we going back to Soren here? Okay, cool. Go ahead.
So this is basically where they're raiding the freight train, the USC freight train, freighter, with the split-stage engine drivers. And then they did that basically. Upon returning, Soren basically traps Squirrel by his foot. Bro, still upset. Right, still upset about him undermining him and shit.
Yeah.
That he discussed it. Right. Who's your daddy? He basically treats his ass.
Man, how did you feel about that? He even talks to his wife about that. You know, it's good to get a little fear in it. Good, even, but you saw old girl. She was just like, you know, because at first when it happened, she stood there. She was with Squirrel, and then she's like, go over there. She goes, sorry, man. You know, goes back over there.
Yeah.
Do you obviously? I'm, you know, yeah, whatever. How do you feel about what he did? Do you think it was justified? Do you think,
I think it was justified.
His team may turn on him from that?
I think that was kind of like a statement, like, you fuck with me.
Okay.
You try to undermine me.
You try to take over.
You're trying to say I ain't got it no more, but guess what? You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel more it was like that.
I almost thought it was out of town shooters. I ain't gonna say it.
You and that BS.
Man, if I ever win the award that actor is in the audience, I'm gonna say the whole spiel.
They're gonna play the wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I'll be like, don't take
wrap it up.
Last time I'm gonna be on here. Okay, and now we are back. Kwan is heading back home. She's home, right? Is that the next scene? I'm just asking.
Well, basically at the end of the Soren scene, he finds out that Kwan is still alive.
Oh, because they tripled the bounty.
Because they tripled the bounty.
Yeah, she's probably dead. Venture's looking, but his wife does say they tripled the bounty.
Yes. So she basically returns to from the first episode.
Yeah, her home, where the attack began.
And basically there's still dead Covenant just laying around and shit. That was pretty tripped the fuck out.
And it does remind me of the previous episodes when they were like, they allowed us to go back there and collect our dead. Venture, that's what he allowed us to do when Kwan came back. And I was like, damn, you saw the monsters and shit. That was fucked up. And
so the Venture's forces detect her and they start heading there.
I was interested to know how. Was it the car?
I think they were just watching the area. They probably had something on that area.
Yeah, I was like,
because they didn't detect the car before.
Yeah,
they didn't detect it before.
Actually, you know what? You're right.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
So I feel like they were watching that area in case she came back, because that is her home. Like
so they're on their way. She's going through her her parents' house, and then she does find some notes, and I didn't write it down, but I believe one of the notes was her father asking his dad or his grandfather how the portal worked.
Was written by Jin to his grandfather asking about the well and the portal.
Yes.
And just before that though, when the Soren found out when they were headed there, he ends up murdering Agatha, one of Jin's generals, the woman from one of the other episodes, the one that Quan snapped on and you traitor, or some bullshit. Yeah.
Man, the only thing I do want to mention with that was not only was she a strong woman, she basically told her when he was clowning that family and saying how weak that family was, she was like, for them to be weak, you so scared of these bitches. Ooh, bro, did you not say that? And then she went even further. If I knew where she was, I wouldn't tell. I'm like, oh, she's gone.
Oh, she did.
And she's like, oh, let me get back to my people. He's like, oh, of course. What? See, he can't. See, the only issue I got with this motherfucker, the villain Venture, is you can't shoot her in the face, bro.
No, he's a bitch. He's a bitch.
Man, that really blew me. He's like, okay, yeah, I got you. Go back. Pack in the back of the head. I was like, this. Yeah. I was going to say the word too, but since you said it so many times, I'm not. I was like, go ahead.
But yeah, then back at the home with Quan, Soren pops up, surprises her, and basically says he has a promise to keep to John. And if I found you, Venture's right behind.
And then Venture goes on the mic. He's like, check one, baby,
announces
1,
his
2,
presence,
3.
basically surrounds them. Soren's ready to fight, but Quan wants to take the advice from the vision and decided to meet the enemy on their own terms.
Man, and what she did was very, very clever. Okay, so what she did was, correct me if I'm wrong, she wanted to release all the gas in the area so they could ignite it and then go into the fire protected area that she thinks may protect them.
Yeah.
And basically that was the mission. She was going to go through like the piping system.
Use the hydrogen pumps.
Oh, okay, yeah.
To destroy the outpost.
Yeah, and man, I don't know if you got, and I don't know if you honestly have like any special things you want to say to this entire, because this is basically the rest of the episode.
Yeah, but basically Quan goes underground to get to the the pumps, to get the pumps flowing, while Soren basically goes out distracted by fucking niggas up.
Yeah. Bro, I put Soren's knife scene when he was waiting in the corner. He threw the knife, got the guy, got the knife out, hit the other guy.
He snapped.
The other guy just shot everybody. I was just like, oh my god.
I put badass fighting.
And then when Quav gets captured by one guy, he packs him in the face, and she looks. He's like, oh, I got you. Go ahead and go over that. Man, Soren. Man,
here's that shout out. Here's that shout out.
Exactly.
To that Soren fight scene. He snapped.
It was funny. The only thing I laughed at was when the guy was walking down the hall with the machine gun. The Soren jumped on him like he was Batman. It just looked like you a heavy
Black
dude.
Panther. No,
like, you a heavy dude, so you could even tell.
I know, with the suit and shit too.
He came out like, that killed me.
Hell yeah.
And as Venture, I think he packed Soren. I think he hit him in like maybe the arm. Soren's looking like he is out of commission.
Well, not yet.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They kind of meet up somewhere where they come across some money.
Oh, yeah.
They stumble across some hidden money, which allow basically Quan to keep her promise to Soren about paying for the shit she fucked up or got stolen.
Man.
So they start running to the vault, and that's when Soren gets shot.
Yes.
And Quan uses a Covenant grenade.
The little sticky.
Yeah, the little sticky.
Right. I love that. You remember that in Halo? Multiplayer. Fucking motherfuckers up with that shit.
Hell yeah. Adventure ends up shooting Soren in the neck. And Quan is trapped. She finds Chief's discarded assault rifle. and use it to shoot the pump.
I didn't know it was Chiefs. That's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he got shot in the neck. He was still talking shit. I thought he got hit in the shoulder or something.
He got shot in the damn neck.
Holy shit, Soren.
So she uses a Chiefs assault rifle to shoot the pump. That's when the fire was. They ran to the vault, barely making it in there, while Venture and his people get blown the fuck up.
Okay, this is the only thing. Oh well. Okay, let's finish it. So they come out after everybody's dead. It rains. Such a very epic.
Yes.
That was one of my favorite.
It was a nice scene. Yeah,
it was a very
definitely.
Nice scene. Soren and what I was really sad. I was actually very, very sad. Soren and Quan separate.
Yeah, they basically.
But Quan says,
go their separate ways.
"I'll see you soon." Soren says, "Shit, oh fucking not." I'm rich, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go the fuck home. And the only other thing I want to mention is, I hope Venture's dead. I swear to God, if he come back like a Freddy
but nah, he
looking
can't.
motherfucker. Because I looked at that scene twice, Ito. Twice. I'm just like, there is just no way. Right? He ain't gonna come back as Freddy, right? Like, I swear, it was so funny because when it was raining, I thought they were gonna do like the little jump scare, like he was gonna grab her arm and they're gonna turn around and pack his ass in the head a couple times. The season ends
with the Covenant coming to get his body and resurrecting it.
Oh, I would be so fucking mad, bro. You're the new blessed one. Yeah, oh, I would be so. Let's hope he's dead. Fuck you, Vishnu. You deserve to die. Ain't no RIPs for you. We ain't pouring out no juice. We ain't gonna take no shot out. You an asshole.
We hope you drink and drive.
Yeah, exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, as we digress, I am Melvin Banks.
And this is Ito.
And we are the Carbonation Conversation. As always, if you like the music in the background, don't ever hesitate to hit up Mobeats89 on all platforms. And if you want to hit him up directly for any music, video, he does it all, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely hit him up at mobeats89@gmail.com. As always, me and Ito are having a good time drinking our Sapparos here. Yes. Taking our shots.
Yes.
In the confines of my house. He lives a couple of blocks away. He's walking home. He's walking home.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
Drink and vibe. Unless you're Venture.
Peace.